Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rayne, and we're playing some more of What Remains of Edith Finch. I was kind of trying to like spread this out a little bit more. I know there's only just been an episode released a couple of days ago, but I just could not stay away. I have to keep playing this. This game is so interesting, so different. It's so unlike anything that I've really played before, whether it be on this channel or just in general. It's not really kind of the game that I would normally play. So we've just finished Molly's story.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past.
Okay.
Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Huh. So
I
she
spent
knew
a
the
lot of
stories.
time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
So it seems like the mum knew the stories and wanted to like hide us from it. This is a very crowded room. There's a lot of bird cages. Oh wait. Has she got... Oh, that was a snake. That one had a snake in it. That was Bob. Poppy? Oh, Burpee. That one's name you can't see. Derpy. Oh, it's really cool. It's got all the names on them. Zerpy. She wasn't very imaginative with the names. Lurpy. Rob. Oh, so the lizards, all of the reptiles are like Bob and Rob, and all of the birds are something URPY. Okay. Oh. Shrine satchel. The sketches. Okay. This is the thing that's
The
glowing.
room
So.
is like a museum.
Odin. Lived for 57 years. Odin Finch.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
Oh. Oh.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On
Family
January
curse.
7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Oh, wrong thing. How do I get out of this now? I mean, this family seems to have a lot of things going against it. So we've got a family cemetery. Okay. Oh, okay. I have to press back to get out of it.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Okay. Sanjay. Sanjay and Sven. Oh, they must have been people who married into the family. Oh my god, just look at all the books. Norwegian folktales, a book of memories, mummification. These are very random. Oaks and the Crake. Oh, wow. She liked embroidery.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Oh my word.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
It's the kind of thing a grandma does. Built 1937, Sven Finch. So
When
has
Edie
this...
told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
Oh, so that's
She could
what's in the
have,
garden.
but she didn't.
So that's what's in the garden.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Okay.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
She sounds like a bit of a character.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Mm.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
First wife?
It was a pretty big trace.
There's a secret in this bathroom by Sven and Edith Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh my word, this house is so cool.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Oh, so he was like taking and developing his own pictures. That's really awesome. Okay. Milton's been here again. This house was built as like some sort of maze, I swear. Like you can get into every room via the other rooms. Fort Calvin. Oh, the twins.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
To command center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Are we gonna
I
jump?
told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
This is like really, really surreal.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh my word, this is creepy. This is like scary. I'm feeling that kind of vertigo feeling you get when you go too high in a swing sometimes. Oh my word! Oh
The day
no!
he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Right into the rocks. Oh my word.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
And now you've seen it's not a good idea. He was 11. Oh my word. She's turned this house into like a shrine.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Oh my word, so he stayed 7 years in this room with his dead brother. This house is amazing. Like,
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
no, I want to open that. So now I can get back in if I need to.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Oh my word. This is so weird.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Guessing she was like a 60s? Yeah. Head into the 60s.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly
Oh, this voice is so
tale
good.
inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box.
Oh.
The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh, I have to do it.
As she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house
Oh, now I'm controlling this. This is very weird, being in the,
She
comic
found
book.
Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Don't tell me it's a prank.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
What the hell?
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear! Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
I would
Then
be too.
act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
That's
She
furious.
threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Oh, I don't think I like this bit.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to
Seems
lock
like
all
a
doors
prank.
and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Apparently it's not.
Barbara turned, saw the hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
I think there's a slight glitch.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Oh my god, why are we still doing this? Who writes a comic book? Actually, most comic books are like this. Especially from that era.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
I don't like the fact that the doorbell just went.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
That's your reaction to seeing two strange people in your house? Possibly strange.
The monsters had
Oh,
come to
God.
surprise her.
It was a prank.
For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time.
Oh,
He took
God.
it all pretty hard.
I bet.
That's another story.
Oh my
As
word.
for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
What?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That was a terrible pun. That was truly horrific, that pun was. Okay.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay. So I'm going to leave this episode here. We've had... I don't even know what we've had. But we found out about the, like, grandparents? Well, the grandfather's siblings. And I don't know what to make of it. I really have no clue. So far, it's so interesting and so curious and so different, but I don't know what to make of it or how to take it at all. So we will have to do more episodes and see where the story goes to. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!